Watts. I'm Miss New Jersey Junior Team, and I want to read you a story. It's called Wacky Jackie. And this story means a lot to me because it's about a little girl that everyone thought could never become a princess, who actually became a princess, and her name is Jackie. Okay, you guys can still hear me, right? Yes. Okay. All right. Jackie felt like an ordinary girl growing up quickly in a big, bright world. She was just about 8, a tad underweight, with a big head of hair neither curly nor straight. It was poofy and frizzy, zany and lazy. If a comb could talk, they would say, "This hair is crazy." She had big brown eyes that spoke it all. So what if I'm from another culture, or thin, dark, and small? I care about softball and animals, my friends and my mother. I speak 2 languages and can outrun my brother. With skinny legs and arms to match, her knobby knees were bumped and scratched. Her family came from Jordan, a beautiful faraway land. Kids at school found it strange, they just didn't understand. At lunch, most kids ate sandwiches of peanut butter and jelly, but Jackie ate baklava and hummus to fill her belly. The kids laughed and pointed at Jackie's lunch, although she thought hummus and baklava were delicious to munch. They said to Jackie, who was a little shy, "You and your lunch sure are wacky." It almost made her cry. Agnes was one of Jackie's classmates, the most popular girl in school. Her hair was straight and silky. Her word was the final rule. One rule was wearing fancy clothes with matching bows and dots. Another rule was teasing Jackie every chance she got. Outside on the playground, Agnes whispered to the other kids, "Just look at Jackie's wild hair. Her clothes are silly and mid. Jackie is not like us, that's for sure. For this strange girl, there simply is no cure." Later that day, while walking in the mall, Jackie saw a sign shining brightly and standing tall. "Girls come in and enter," in glittering letters it said. "The Little Miss Sunburst pageant, enter straight ahead." Jackie, amazed at the interest that sparkled inside her, asked her mom, Yuma, if she would stand beside her. Yuma explained that a pageant is a contest with serious judging scored on talent and poise, and questions and answers with no fudging. Yuma was delighted and a bit surprised when determined little Jackie looked up into her eyes. Taking a breath and squeezing her fist, Jackie said, "Take a pen and sign me up, Yuma, I can do this." Jackie liked to volunteer where her Yuma was a nurse. Seeing the sick kids at the children's hospital was hard for her at first. Some were ill with crooked hands or feet that weren't there. Some were paralyzed and had to live their lives in a wheelchair. But no matter their difference, Jackie never scared. The children loved to sit and laugh with her because they knew she cared. At the hospital was a patient named Mary, who was also Jackie's best friend. Jackie told her the pageant story from beginning to end. "How will I walk? Will the dress fit me here?" She told Mary her every worry and fear. "You know I don't wear dresses. They show off my straight up knees. Skinny me in a frilly, silly pink dress. Oh, Mary, please." But Mary had a great idea, better than all the rest. "We'll draw a picture, plan for it, the perfect pageant dress." Together, using crayons from Mary's huge box of supplies, they drew up Jackie's dream dress, a real feast for the eyes. They were happy with their masterpiece, perfect in Jackie's size. Jackie felt like a shaken up can of soda, bubbly as her excitement grew. She ran to show her mother the fancy dress that Mary drew. Yuma thought hard, smiled wide, and stated, "With a little help and lots of sequins, we can make this dress you created." Jackie's mind began to whirl. This would certainly be a one-of-a-kind dress for a one-of-a-kind girl. The night before the pageant, Jackie lay awake in her bed. How was she to tame this crazy hair on her head? She combed and brushed it and even tried an iron, but the more she tried to calm it down, it roared out like a lion. She tried hard not to panic, but couldn't fall asleep. Her mess of a hair was so unfair, so she decided to not cheat. Taking a break from counting, Jackie stared at her reflection. Would she really be able to do it? Could she stand the rejection? Her thoughts turned to Mary, her trusted hospital friend. Mary had cancer and not a hair upon her head. Yet every day she smiled again and again, thinking of the boy at the children's hospital who could not get up to walk. Jackie remembered how happily he spoke of the future, how there was never any negative talk. My hair might be wacky, she thought, but it certainly makes people laugh. And yes, I might have long legs and knobby knees, but they sure do help me run fast. The morning of the pageant finally arrived. Jackie sprang out of bed, one last smile onto the wavy crown of hair upon her head. Putting on her red pageant dress, she just couldn't believe the sight. It was pretty, silky bright, and fit her skinny body just right. Once at the pageant, Jackie saw lots of people, adults and kids from school. She opened her eyes wide and then saw Agnes, who was competing in the pageant too. Agnes caught sight of Jackie, and now their eyes were glued. Agnes began to make fun of Jackie's dress, laughing loudly and acting rude. Jackie stood there quiet and proud, like a rough, tough cream puff floating nimbly on a cloud. She knew this was important. Agnes couldn't shake her spirit. Jackie was ready for the contest, though wasn't going to fear it. The pageant began with the judging envoys. The crowd was silent without a peep of noise. Jackie's red dress swooshed and shuddered across the stage. Everyone was taken back. People were obviously amazed. She couldn't help but feel regal and grand as all the oohs and ahs drowned out the pageant band. For the talent portion, Jackie pranced on stage in her favorite sneakers, belly dancing to Doreen music coming from the speakers. She shook her arms and swirled her scarf to the beat of all the school kids cheering and stomping. The last part of the pageant was the question and answer. What did you learn during this pageant? The judge asked the belly dancer. Standing straight and feeling fine, Jackie took this moment to shine. She boomed out in a confident voice, I learned that in life you have choices. I choose to be proud of where I come from and thankful for what I've got. What makes us different makes us special, and that helps us give life our best shot. When the girls lined up on stage, it was time to announce the winning results. Jackie felt so great for having spoken from her heart to the judges and adults. They finally called out the winner for everyone to hear. Little Miss Sunburst, without a doubt, will be Agnes this year. Agnes squealed as they placed the glittery crown upon her head. She looked to her side at Jackie, who was glowing beautifully in red. Jackie could hardly hear over the crowd's rumbling roar when the judges called out, our first runner-up is Jackie. But wait, there's more. For all of her selflessness volunteering, Jackie wins this year's Spirit Award. Now start cheering. Beaming with sun delight, Jackie smiled, lit her face up like a warm ray of light. In their own way, Jackie and Agnes had both truly won, but two different girls from two different worlds joining in on the fun. The next day back at school, all the kids swarmed around Jackie. Can you teach us how to belly dance? It looks like fun, they said matter-of-factly. That dress was really something. I want to volunteer too. They even tried for hummus and other foods that were new. Agnes walked over to Jackie and said aloud, I still think you're wacky, Jackie, but that should make you proud. You taught me that everyone is different and special in their own way. That makes us different, what makes us different makes us interesting. Come on, let's go play. Wacky Jackie's life changed forever that day. Entering the pageant surprised everyone, especially herself, in a big way. Being wacky and different made her special and keen, yet at first she sure seemed an unlikely beauty queen. Jackie gave her spirit award to Mary, who stood by her through it thick and thin. She taught her that what's inside, not a sparkling crown, truly makes you win.